Can you hear me? Oh, you can hear me. Awesome. Welcome everybody, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Going to make a card, not sure how, what, when, blah blah. Got some DSP, got some stamped DSP to play with. Going to probably grab out some ribbons and see what happens. So hi everybody, I'm going to get straight down to it. I will say a quick hello to everybody on the live though. Welcome if you're watching this on the replay, especially if you're new to my channel. Thank you so much for just being inquisitive. Hope you stay a while. Hello Miss Anne, Sherry, Glenna, Liz. Who else is on here? Judy. Hello Janice. Awesome. Great to see you all. Alright, let's do Desk view. So here we go. This is the lovely paper yesterday. Oh yeah, there we go. And I have also grabbed out some DSP from my stash. I've tried to make sure it's things that are current. So I've got this gorgeous glimmer paper that got released this year. Then I'm trying to stay on the whole kind of peach and lilac-y kind of theme here. Can you tell? So look. And then there is this bit of sort of lacy-like paper from Country Lace. And I've just realised I've got stuff at my feet. Moving. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's better. Tuck my legs in now. Then I grabbed this little bit of, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this because really this is not quite the right colour, but we'll see. Maybe if I put dark purple over the top of that, that might work. But I love the gold script of that. And then I was having a look at this, although now I'm seeing it in this light. Oh no, it's this one. This one. This would be the better one. This paper. Okay. Alright, I am very keen to find out now whether this will work or not with a bit of gorgeous grape over the top of it. So I have next to me the inks that I used yesterday to stamp that lovely piece of stamping. And should we just do ink to paper? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that looks yummy. Oh, look at that. Okay. Keep going. Ooh, I like that. Right, we get a brush. Just to help this along a bit. Clean up the gold. Ooh. Hello, Mindy. Did everyone get to do a free shipping order? I've done mine. Those in the UK, you have like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Europe has 10 more minutes to place a free shipping order. Thanks, Janice. Right. I was kind of planning just to do one card today, but might have to make a few more. Right, where is my trimmer? So I didn't realise how gorgeous this was going to turn out, and I want to use quite a bit of it. So I'm going to cut that at 5.5. Yes, let's do 5.5. 5.5. Keep that. Ooh, that's very I'm thinking just a little section. I'm going to do that 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Oh, no. Better if I use the cutting blade, Ruth. Yes. I think it's because usually I have my score blade at the top and then my cutting blade. It confuses me when I have it swiveled the other way around. Okay. Like that. So I need a colour to go around the edge of that. And what about funny, I don't like that. I think it's too much. Did I just say that out loud? It's too much? Yeah. Because the purple that I've kind of created in that background is because it's mixed with the whatever colour it was underneath, the brown, it's a very grey purple. It's not really gorgeous grape looking. It's like Blackberry Bliss kind of got mixed with basic grey. So it is a very different kind of purple. So it's not quite working. But that's okay. What if I dip this in Gorgeous Grape? Just to give it a bit of a edge. Okay. And then if I mount this onto a piece of something purpley, we'll see what Gorgeous Grape looks like. I'm not sure. That's that better? We'll try it. Try it and see. Yeah, apparently I have heard there have been issues with the website. I just placed an order just now and it was fine. So I'm sorry if anyone has had problems with the website. Hopefully Stampin' Up will address it at some point and make good on it. That was very frustrating if you have had problems. Oh, I kind of feel like it needs to have a little lilac-y border on there now. That will just help to kind of repeat that framing. Just looking to see if I've got a scrap bit that's big enough. I do. Oh, that's good. Don't really want to have to cut into another piece of fresh Freesia. Let's go with 4 inches. I feel like I'd like a little bit more detail, but I'm not quite sure where. I wonder if just putting some gems on would probably fulfill my need for something else, and then we'll just move on to making another card. I think that's maybe what we should do. Hi, Kenzie. Hello, Ruth. I was just thinking about you. Were you, Kenzie? That's really sweet. Could it be because I'm usually live at this time of night and you were thinking, where's my Ruth fix? Or time of day for you? Sorry, night for me, day for you. I was just double checking I've got this stuck the right way because there's obviously a right and wrong way to script. So, hi Shaz. I was going to say, I hope you'd be asleep by now. Thanks for coming in to say hi though. Hi Miss Sherry. Did I say hello to Sherry already? Hi Lisa. So I'm going to just ask a little favour of you guys. When I'm away next week, because I'm on my hollybobs next week, you know, if there's any back catalogue videos of mine that you fancied watching, please feel free to do so, because my stats tend to take a nosedive in the summer because I'm away. And also I had that time off last week with the wedding. So, I mean, is it worth me putting together a special summer playlist for you guys? Hi, Susan. Ooh, I was hoping I had a few of these left. These just like speak, I don't know, they just, just the right thing for this. And I'm wondering whether to put them in the middle of those dark purple splodgy things rather than the flowers. I don't know, what do you think? Purple things or the flowers? Purple, you know, thingies. I could use these iridescent ones in the middle of the purple things, and they would take on the colour underneath. Do you see what I mean? They sort of, because they, oh, comments totally help. Thank you so much. Yes. I could try and put together a little summer playlist of summery one-sheet wonders, maybe, or summery creations that I've done in the past. Because that wouldn't take me too long, but it will give you guys something to watch. I might even be able to do a new playlist for each day for you ardent fans, ardent followers. Excuse me. All of a sudden my throat feels really dry, even though I've just had a drink. It's the weirdest feeling. Okay, thanks for the update, Shaz. Oh, bless her heart. No, you get some rest while you can. Yeah, probably is because I'm talking. Alright, I'm going to move on from that one. I think I would have really loved it if the purple had been a bit more purpley, but I still love how that's ended up anyway. So maybe I could have used a lighter colour instead of Gorgeous Grape. Maybe that would have made a difference. But because I was doing it over that brown paper, I'm kind of not surprised it turned out the way it did. Okay, so I've got another a bit of a square here. I know what, I'm just going to frame it and then see what happens. I haven't got a massive plan about what to do here. So that measures 3 3/4. So if I cut that into 1 7/8 there, these should be equal. And that measures 4 1/2. We'll call that 4 1/2. Cut that 2 inches. And then cut that at 4 5/8. I'm just going to stick those down now. Yeah. I'm just going to trust the process. Framing something is always helpful anyway, so I'm not going to regret doing this. Hi, Carolee. A peach pie. Well, I do have some peachy paper I could use, Sherry, so that could come into play, yes. Oh, shoot. Putting glue on the wrong piece. I'm thinking of just making 2 very quick cards with this DSP. I like the contrast. No, I don't mean contrast. What do I mean? Almost the echo. That's probably the word I want. The echoing of the texture in the background of the Stamp One Sheet Wonder with the texture of this DSP. Look at that, how beautifully that works together. So we've got the kind of peach colour on, yes, white in the background, but then we've got a little bit of lighter texture on the peach, and it just works so well. I might shunt that over to the corner and then maybe do something, maybe with some ribbon or something, just to make that a bit more interesting. I was having kind of visions of doing some kind of like ruffling and stuff. I know what about if we take this cardstock and give this a really good ruffle up. Lisa. Is that because you're talking at the telly, Lisa? I was wondering if I could split this. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's easy. Hee. See, Ruth's not hanging about tonight. She's just getting on with it. Right, so I'm going to make this look like a bit of faux... Well, it kind of looks like faux suede ribbon, to be honest. Just... Do you like that? Right, have I got anything peachy thread-wise? That's more coral than peach. Yeah. However, what I could do is get, what's this? Light pumpkin pie. And colour my thread. So this is an alcohol pen that I'm using. It's called a Stampin Blend. And yes, you can use them for colouring in, just images. But you can also use them for colouring in your ribbon, twine and so forth, just to customise if you need it. So rather than wasting my beautifully coloured thread by sticking it around the back, I'm actually just going to stick it around like that. Oh dear. Ruth didn't wait for it to dry. Oopsie doops. Oh, see you, Miss Sherry. Hi, very beautiful paper crafts. Welcome. I might take some of this thread apart a bit. Unthread it. Oh, I feel a bit of cheating coming on. I might just go and raid my Prima Flowers stash. Tie a little bit of that twine there. that in the background and stick a nice flower there. Oh, I must be able to find something to go with this. Perfect. You know what, I'm just going to go with that. I'm not going to spend ages rummaging. My dimensionals. Not quite sure where they've gone. You know what? I don't know where they are. Just going to glue instead. And count to 10. Ruth, it's so lovely tonight. I'm still sitting in the garden here in Uckfield. Uckfield, not Cookfield. Uckfield, Sussex. Oh, awesome, Rachel. Got a few friends in Sussex. Yes, funny enough, so this evening I had a Zoom call with a friend of mine, and then I went into the house and went through my studio's in the garden, and then took a few steps into the house, and I went to my husband. I said, "It's so nice outside. It's like glass of white wine weather, you know, to sit out. It's very pleasant. We've had quite a warm day here today." Right. I don't know whether to use one of those champagne gemstone things. Oh, yes. Perfect, as we say in Wales. Perfect. Right, hold that down for another 10 seconds. It's a chicken, taco and small bean soup. Ooh. We had gammon for tea and some roast potatoes. I'm glad my kids sort of, their taste buds have changed a little bit. And I just want to assure any people out there who've got young children or early teens or whatever, who turn their noses up at certain foods, don't panic. Their taste buds change, or actually, I think I've come to realise our taste buds die the older we get. So things that they didn't like because they found the flavours overwhelming, they eventually do like. And I have to say, salty, like the gammon, is something that they didn't like a few years ago, but they do like now. So just bear with. Eat all those sort of foods that you like at restaurants, and then when they get old enough to start appreciating them, then you can start cooking them again at home. Although some kids are just odd and just will like odd things. Like most of my kids have liked olives since they were kids. So you did do a cheeky order today of 3P&P. Nice. Are you a demo then, Rachel? Right. I want to do something else here. This time I'm out. Oh, have I got a bit more? got a bit more. Okay, so this time I want to do some ruffling on the back to show through to the front. That's what I'm going to do. Nice to see you, William. How are you doing today? Yeah, so what foods did your kids not like as when they were little, Cindy? And then what are they happy to eat now? So I'm just adding a bit of a ruffle to the back of here. Oh, I've had another book recommendation. So when I go to the Old Bake House once a month to do my craft kit club, I usually hang out with one of my teamies, and we often talk about what books we've listened to on Audible, or what films or something that we've seen. And she has recommended a book to me called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and she says it's one of her 10 out of 10. She doesn't very readily give out a 10 out of 10 for things, but she said it's one of her 10 out of 10 books. So I have downloaded that on Audible. I'm about to read it. So has anybody else read that book or listened to it? Oh, Rachel, I'm sorry. I know exactly who you are now. I'm so sorry. You just have to keep reminding me who you are. I'm so sorry, Rachel. Apologies. I know exactly who you are. Embarrassing. Just a little bit embarrassing. Not recognising people who've been to your class. Ooh, I quite like that. Just have that little fine line of white. It's very cute. Oh, it's on your reading list. Ah, cool. It's a fabulous book. Mindy, I thought you might be able to tell me if it's a good book or not. Thanks, Mindy. Yeah, she sort of told me a bit about it, but tried not to give too much away. Yeah. And Cindy, did you send me that article about I was going to call it the octopus lady. You know what I mean. Remarkably bright creatures. I didn't properly look into what it was about, I'm afraid. Sorry. I think I got the email in the morning and I had a quick look at it and didn't fully take it in, I'm afraid. Yes, I did, Rachel. So I stamped this background yesterday. So if you want to go and see how I did it's Bridgerton inspired. So the idea is that it looks like embroidery on a fabric background. That's the sort of look I was going for. If anyone saw my short and has watched Bridgerton, did you like what I did with it? I put a bit of Bridgerton music over the top of my short. You know, get the feeling, innit? Yeah, I read on Audible. It sort of gives a little bit of a background information to her, and she's very well acclaimed. Yeah, so my friend is reading another one at the moment. She says she's quite enjoying, and she's hoping to enjoy as much as. Hmm. Yes, Remarkably Bright Creatures. Yes. Yes, I was recommended to read that by Jodie Hoffman, but quite a few of you have already read it, haven't you? It would make an interesting film. Don't want to give away too much. In fact, I won't give anything away about it. But Jessie, it would make it interesting. Alright, I've got a few more Prima flowers I could use here. Ah, now this purple, this dusky purple, is actually more in keeping with that purple there. So I could stick on a few of these. That would be fun. Right, I'll keep those out. Apologies that the products, these flowers that I'm using are not Stampin' Up. They are by Prima, mostly. But I think these were by somewhere else. But if you're a card maker, you may have got these in your stash already. But you can pick these up. Just look up paper flowers online. I'm going to fray this a bit more. Good night, Rachel. Yeah, Prima flowers. Oh, sorry. Betty Boop's asking. Yes, Prima. Yeah, but this is, I bought these years ago when I was, before I was a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And I have to confess, I've carried on buying them whenever I see them on offer, because I love them. They're just such simple, I mean, I just love flowers anyway, so if you're a bit of a flower fiend like me, then you'll appreciate them. I just love them to decorate. Sorry, I'm being a bit fussy over this. Just wanted that those different textures happening. I don't think I've got any lace. Or something else. Maybe for later. Alright, let's get this stuck down. Maybe have a look at, is it scrapbook.com? They might sell Prima. Just Google it. Just look up Prima marketing though. Type in Prima marketing paper flowers. And you'll, if you've got a scrapbook store near you, they might sell them. You can get them online. Cindy, unfortunately though, we do not sell vellum anymore. Yeah. Yeah. It's best just to Google it, Betty. Yeah, just look it up because, if you want to go and actually have a feel of them, you may need to find a store near you. Sometimes you can pick them up pre-loved if people are having a bit of a clear out of their stash, like yard sales and that kind of fun stuff. Just found a little feather. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, there's another one. Oh, ooh, this is so Lady Featherington, isn't it? Featherington, get it? Right. Sometimes you want feathers to kind of behave themselves and do what you want them to do, so I sometimes have to run my nail over it like that, and that sort of curls it a bit. Oh, I've over curled it now. Ugh. Right. I'm hoping that once I stick my flower over the top of these, it will keep it from moving about so much. Right, big blob of glue. Do I still want that? Right, hold for 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess you're off to Michael's. Yeah, Michael's. Where else? All your favourite craft stores. That purple's a bit much, isn't it? So Prima flowers sometimes come in like variety of different colours in one pack. And over the years, I used to try and be really strict and keep everything in the same packs, but then I just got to the point where, for me, because my brain works in colour, I ended up just putting like all the purpley ones in one jar because it just makes sense. Yeah, I'm in the UK though, Betty, so it's pointless me telling you where I got them from, because I got them from a UK supplier. So yeah, you're better off just looking it up online as to like just Google Prima marketing. Yeah, or paper flowers. There's a company called I think they're called Wild Orchid Crafts, but I'm not sure if they're a British company. I think they might be. But I think there is an American equivalent, and they sell all the like pretty paper roses and things. I'm getting a bit carried away with these flowers, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to stop there. It's getting a bit silly. And, ooh, I really do want to do something with the glimmer paper. I'm wondering whether just a bit of colour blocking might work. So score at 9.5 centimetres or 3 3/4. Hi Bev. Oh, you are in the UK. Oh, my apologies, Betty. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you were in the States. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I got my primers from a few places. Unfortunately, from one place that has shut down. From Craft Obsessions. But again, if you just look up Prima flowers, you should find them okay. So I've just got to find which way around I'm cutting this. But again, I actually wouldn't know who I would go to at the moment, because they were my main people that I would go to, and they've closed recently. Oh, now who did I recently buy? I purchased some graphic 45 paper from a UK company, and they might sell Prima. I mean, QVC used to, I think. Oh, I was going to do colour blocking, wasn't I? Sorry, I'm just having a quick think. My brain's gone to pot. I actually quite like it just as like that. Maybe I'm gilding the lily a little bit. Let's have some fun. What if I cut out? Oh yeah, okay, I know what I'm going to do. We're going to make this look even more like a piece of highly embellished fabric. That's what we're going to do. And then that'll be it for tonight. Oh, it's already 51 minutes. Okay. Oh, Create and Craft on TV, sell Prima. There we go. Thank you, Shaz. I mean, with our glorious punches, just saying, we can create something similar to Prima flowers. However, There's something about the Prima flowers because they're moulded. I don't know if you could see that. They're obviously pressed between some kind of embosser, and the colours on them are so beautiful that it would take quite a bit of time to get that same effect. So sorry, not sorry that I'm using them, but you know, they're all fabulous. Right, scissors. I might end up using a whole bunch of these roses, but I don't care. I want this to look amazing. Hi, Linda. So what part of the UK are you from, Betty? Hi, Terry. Oh, I would definitely encourage you to come to one of my classes because, you know, it's more of a UK-friendly time in my classes because I am in the UK. Well, this is card number 4, Terry, if you've just joined. So hang about to the end. I mean, this would be very much a card for people who love their purple. Unless they just don't like it with peach. Might use a few more of those. And I mean, is it excessive putting this on? Yeah, it is. Right, so there are these ones that look a bit more like asters, really. Yeah, I think those could work. It's funny, I can go months without using these. And using them quite sparingly, and look at me, I'm just piling a heap on now. But it's worth it. Cambridgeshire, nice. Nice, nice. How long have you been following? So yeah, new folks who haven't said hi on the lives very much before, but have done recently. How long have you been following the channel? Linda, I feel like you've been around a little while. Betty, how long have you been around? Okay, now I've got to stick these all down. I'm going to clean my nozzle. I feel like I've been doing this all day with a child and their nose. My little friend who came round today was constant. Do you use tissue? Do you want to wipe your nose? Oh, he was so helpful for me today. He helped me sort socks, empty the washing machine, and we went and fed. We tried to feed the ducks, but the ducks were just not interested in the food, in the bread, but the pigeons were. So we ended up feeding pigeons. Ooh. That one's lost its calyx, but that's all right. I'm just going to hold these here for a sec. Looks like Ruth loves purple. I know, it's one of the bigger jars, Bev. Just so happens that I have lots of purple. I mean, you could say perhaps I don't like it that much. That's because I have so much left. No, I do actually like purple. I do. But in here I would say it's purples and lilacs. That's why it's a big jar. But I think purple's quite a popular colour amongst crafters. Crafters of a certain age, shall I say? Crafters of a certain age. They love to use purple and lilac and what's another thing of purple? Mauve. I am watching, so I learn these wonderful techniques. I think I've been on a year so far. I have one Stampin' Up set. One Stampin' Up set, Miss Linda. Let me help you get some more. What sort of crafter are you, Linda? Have you been stamping a while, or are you new to stamping, or have you been stamping but using different products? I'm just holding on just for a few seconds because I'm using. See, normally I would use hot glue for this type of stuff, but I started with the wet glue, so I'm going to keep going. Apologies to those of you who are more of the less is more camp of card making. This is ridiculously over the top embellishing. But my goodness, how enjoyable is this? For those of you who love the more is more. They don't like people using stuff than Stampin' Up with their Stampin' dies, do they? Stampin' Up, I mean. I don't know what. I don't know how to answer that, Betty. There are rules that we follow as demonstrators that may give that impression, but I'm one of the cheerleaders of people who who say, you know what, if you love it, use it. So there's different camps of thought, and I can see why different people have different opinions on that, and I could talk for a very long time about this subject, but to try and just keep it short and not get into any big debate about it. I make decisions as a demonstrator with my channel that is primarily dedicated to Stampin' Up product, to use current Stampin' Up product so that I do not frustrate people by going, yeah, look at this product, and then you have no way of purchasing it. Now, occasionally I will use retired Stampin' Up product, occasionally I will use non-Stampin' Up product, just because I believe in the moment, I make a creative decision, and I have grown to realise that I have an audience who sometimes just love to be creative, and at the end of the day they have lots of different products in their craft room that they want to use and don't really care whether I'm using current product, not current product, whatever. So I will use stuff like that. So the rule that Stampin' Up ask us demonstrators to follow is one more to do with it's around income. It's around us actually making money by working for a competitor. So if you have any questions around that, I suggest, or if anyone has any questions around that, I suggest you have a look at the Independent Demonstrator Agreement and also the Stampin' Up Demonstrator Guidebook, the pan book that they give out, which make their policies really clear. So I think over the years, unfortunately, the policy has been misconstrued, and people have been very slightly misleading with the way that they've read the rules, and so it gives the impression that somehow demonstrators are never allowed to ever publicly use non-Stampin' Up product, and it's not true. It's just not true. So, you know, ultimately, of course, Stampin' Up want to sell Stampin' Up product, but because of the business structure, it's a multi-level marketing business. We as demonstrators, we are the business. So sometimes we have to make decisions that's best for our own businesses. So there are some demonstrators I know who would never, ever, ever use non-Stampin' Up product, but that is their choice, and I completely respect their choice to do that. Whereas there are others who don't mind at all, like me. But just do it rarely. That's me. I do it rarely. In public. What I do in private is another matter. Yeah. They are satisfying indeed, Terry. Haven't seen Jan. Jan is okay, but she's had some family illness. I think that's probably as much as I can say publicly. Linda. No, who asked? Judy. Yeah, if you're friends with her on Facebook, please reach out to her. But I'm sure she'd appreciate your prayers for her family. What other questions? Why does it take so long for my messages to come through to you? So there's about a 2 to 3 minute time lag, because in order for the closed captioning to happen, and also, I don't know, there's another reason I think as well, but anyway, it's just a safety thing. So they don't always come through straight away, but also just make sure that you are as you're viewing me, make sure that bar along the bottom is pushed right to the right hand side. Sometimes if there's a delay in your internet, it can get to the point where You're behind on the live stream, so it could be that that's happened. Okay, I'm ready to do a bit of embellishing, and I'm just going to see if I have some purple embellishments. I'm sure I do. Oh my days, look, I've even got gorgeous purple pearlies. Sorry about my messy background. I wonder if I can get rid of that layer. I need to do it quickly, don't I? There we go. Oh, that's just as... that's got ink on the background as well. Oh well. Oh, I forgot to put grid paper on my order today. Never mind. You subscribe to me and to Shana. Ah, awesome. To Shana's cool. Well, if you need a demo to purchase from in the States and you already follow Tashana, I'm sure she'd appreciate your custom. As you can't purchase from me, Linda. Right, so these pearls are so big that I'm actually not going to use them as centres for flowers, but I'm going to use them as like little, almost little bally things poking out from underneath the flower. Just realised I want to put a flower in there. You forgot grid paper too. Right, I'm going to go and put it on my list now to when I place the order at the end of the month. So there's a product that Prima, I think it's Prima sells. It's like these tiny little, I presume they must be like little concrete balls. And people use them for their mixed media work. And they stick them sort of in amongst things, and then they paint them various colours. And this is what this kind of reminds me of, these pearls, sticking them in underneath the flowers. Sort of like peeking out. Oh, I hadn't realised I'd done one that side as well. All right, that's too much. That's too much. You can't have two. Oh, 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 no, the adhesive didn't come off. Okay. I'll tuck you in there then. Right, and then I want to put something on the little flowers here. Oh, did I just lose one? Oh, there it is. I like using retired stuff up. Yeah. Well, if it goes with the colour scheme. Yeah, I often keep a lot of my retired embellishments because you may just not need that particular colour when it's out, but need it later on. So I tend to keep embellishments ready at hand, retired or not. Alright, that's just like a sea of purple and floral and craziness. I know what I'm going to do. I feel like these flowers are a little bit naked, so I'm going to stick it down on my base, and then I'm going to get the metallic accents blobby stuff and do some blobbing. If I can find where I put it. Blobbing. We love blobbing. I bet that's triggering somebody to think of it. Mr. Blobby. Blobby. Mr. Blobby. Yeah, Betty, that's not true. I'm sorry, that's not true. That claim is not true. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know who it is that you're talking about, but all I can do is speak to that statement and say that is not actually true. Stampin' Up do not tell us that we can't do that. What we are not allowed to do is to financially benefit from demonstrating. Yeah, so I don't know whether this person. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. Well, I can't comment because I don't know who it is. Oh, where did I put my? Who knows where I put my metallic accents? Like, I had a bit of a sort out and I tidied up. Oh, where would I put them? Oh, I found them. Now, do we go silvery or do we go coppery? I think I'm going to go silver because last time I've used these, they seem to take on the colour that you put them on. So I kind of want it to be more purpley, so I'll go with that. So when you go to use these, it is a good idea, obviously, to make sure that the nozzle is free flowing. Then let that, stick it the wrong way, you know what I mean, nozzle down, give it a bit of a tap to make sure it was all flowing down, and then squeeze it so that you can actually see the stuff coming out, and then have a little wee practice. There we go, with the blobs. Blobbity blob blob. Right, okay. Whew. I'm psyching myself up now for this. Right, one there. Just trying to think what would be appropriate. So my rule is, if I can see the centre of the flower, it's getting a blob. All quiet for the blob. Ruth is slightly regretting not doing it in another colour, but I've started, so I'll finish. I just spotted. Oh, did I colour that one in? Oh, I did colour it in. Sorry, I just thought I hadn't coloured that one in from yesterday. Oh, these might need a little bit of something. Just a tiny smidge. tiny little smidge. Little tiny little. Right. So you do need to let these things dry. Overnight preferably. You like the silver. What bar, Ruth? Oh, tidying up was so dangerous. So yeah, so are you viewing me on a tablet or your, I don't know, how are you viewing me? Do we want to wink as well? Where's my wink? Where's my wink? I thought I opened a new wink recently. Like, Winker's Cellar just seems to be disappearing constantly. I do have a new one I could open, but that does seem a bit silly. Oh, found it. Hi, Cynthia. You can't message people via YouTube, Betty, I'm afraid. So the way what I suggest is if there's somebody you want to email, if you email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, and if they are known to me, I mean, you could say publicly who you want to contact, like now, you could say, oh, can I message so-and-so? Oh, do you mean in the chat you have to type at their name? Is that what you mean, or do you mean private message? Sorry, I should have double checked what you meant by that. Yeah, if you want to say a specific a message to someone specifically, but oh no, oh my goodness, hold on, I just got to fix this. I can't speak. Got to move this around. That was silly of me, wasn't it? Oh well, there we go. That is a particularly glittery leaf. Sorry, if you want to message someone in the chat and you're using a PC, you can at them. So if you type at and then their handle, it will highlight their name. But you can't do it on mobile devices. So I don't think you can do it on. I don't think you can do it on tablets, but I could be wrong. I think you are pretty much up to date. You're the live stream. You're watching it as the same time of it as everybody else, Betty. It's just that there is a 3-minute delay. That needs a bit of glue. Right, I've just spent the most ridiculous amount of time on this, but I've loved it, and I think it's fabulous. It's just so over the top fabulous. It's just so Bridgerton. Let's face it. This is so Bridgerton worthy. There we go. Let me get that light around here a bit more. There we go. Are you watching full screen, Betty, or are you watching it with the like half screen? Right, so the only not a good idea to stick my hand in that. So the only thing left for me to do is I just need to cut some bases for these two cards, because I don't think I have any pre-cut, so I'll quickly do that. I've got the Bridgerton tune in my head now. What's the little spanner next to Glenna's name? Good question. So the little spanner next to Glenna's name shows everybody that she is an administrator on my channel. So anyone that has a blue spanner next to their name, they are able to share links for me. Nobody else is allowed to share links while they're chatting. And also, if someone misbehaves, they can boot them out. They can put them in timeout, or so that they can't chat for 3 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever it is, or they can be kicked off the channel. So I have administrators just to make sure that everyone behaves themselves, which they generally do. Yeah, Janice has got a spanner as well. So they're people who I've got to know and trust. Not that I don't trust other people. It's just that's just, they became admins many years ago, and that's the way it is. And some of them go over and above and do things like create documents of a whole list of my links. Thank you, Miss Glenna. You're awesome. And shares them with various people. So I have various admins who spend various amount of time on my channel, and I have never asked any of them to do what they do, but they just do it, and I'm so grateful. They're awesome. Jazzy's the fastest thing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Caught up. Yes, Janice. You know, if you mess around, Janice will boot you out with that. I don't know. I was going to say that Scottish boot of hers, but I don't think it matters that whether it's Scottish or not. It's just she's got a boot and she'll use it. and then we have some people who are all fingers and thumbs and accidentally boot people. So if that does happen to you, please don't be offended. It's been known to happen. I found people who've been barred from my channel by accident because somebody accidentally barred them. What do we call it when that happens, Janice? Okay, right. Oh, I was going to do quick cards. I was like going to just do an hour or less. You can't message anybody. No, you can't because you're on your Samsung, Betty. Yeah. But if you want to be in personal contact with anybody, if you're on Facebook, quite a lot of the folk who are watching now are on Facebook, and you can friend them. And also I have a Facebook group called Artful Stampin Space, and quite a few of the folk on here take part over there. And if there's a particular message you want to send somebody, then email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, and tell me who it is that you want to email, and I can try and get their email for you if they give permission. Alright, so back to the cards. So these are the, how many? 4 cards I've made tonight. I've still got quite a bit of that well, I say quite, I've got a third of that Stamp One Sheet Wonder left. So this was the first one. I use that gorgeous paper from the Notes of Nature. I don't know if it's called that anyway. Is it Nature Sweetness? No, blah, 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 I can't remember. So this one measures 5.5 by 5.5 inches, and I put the gorgeous Grape over the brownie coloured paper with the gold writing, and it turned out into this amazing dusky dark purple colour, which is pretty cool. Then these cards are your standard kind of C6, A6 in the UK card stock sizes, or your so 10.5 by 14.5 centimeters. And then yes, I did two similar. So I love how I started off with a kind of very similar layout, but then did a bit of extra embellishing and then just shunted one to the side and did something different, and just ended up with, you know, similar-ish looking cards, but obviously with their own bits of personality there. So I got the leftover strip of the fresh Freesia and ruffled it and then split it, a technique that I used the other day as well, to split the cardstock. Hey, Miss Kim. Oh, see, look, Kim's been lurking. See, I have lurkers. Honestly, Kim. And I just love the texture of this. I don't know if it's coming across on the screen very well, but it's got like the texture of almost like velvet by splitting the cardstock. And then used a few Prima flowers just to decorate. So, yes, I'm sorry, Stampin' Up don't sell Prima, but you can pick those up from various good craft stores. And then the pièce de résistance, the very French looking embroidery. We've got this one here with a ridiculous amount of flowers and embellishments, but just looks amazing. So there we go. Yeah, she's working on a graphic 45 folio based on, so I don't know if you remember last year I made an album for my sister that took me so many episodes on this channel. So Kim, bless her heart, has been sitting and watching and making it. So you're the second person I know of that's done it. Who else has done it? Jodie Hoffman. Jodie's made that album. So oh my goodness, I'm so chuffed that you guys are following along and making it. Lurkers, come out of hiding and enjoy the chat, says Glenna. That's so funny. Right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in the chat today. I don't know where, there's only 25 of us today. I say only. I mean, there were years ago, I'd have been super happy to have 25, but I know people are busy. I've got busy lives and they can't always make the live. But if you're watching on the replay, thank you so much. It's so appreciated. And yeah, Kim, I'm gonna send you some notes. Right, my lovelies, I'm off. What's the day tomorrow? Wednesday. It might be that I might have to skip out one day this week because I need to get ready for going away and stuff. And I'll see how it goes. Unless I just come on and do a quick Stamp One Sheet Wonder. Ooh, what album is that? Ooh, I'll see if I can find a playlist for you very quickly. Bear with Betty. And any questions? Any questions? Oh, I can see Lisa Freeman is live currently. Do go and watch Miss Lisa. She's awesome. Ooh, and she's doing a really fun technique as well. Okay, I'm just going to find my playlists. Oh, okay, I've got it. There we go. There's a playlist for that. Oh, look, she's getting good at it. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for all your love. So over the top. Yeah, totally. Might have to go to somebody whose birthday it is and they love purple. Not for a little while yet, but your yellow background. Oh, this one, Pam, it's actually the peachy colour. It's from the Flowers of Beauty set. Sorry, the papers that go with Flowers of Beauty. Hold on, I'll find it for you now. That one. That DSP. Unbounded Beauty. Yeah, so it's the back of that one. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of just like peach and white. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Anne. Yeah, it is. It's definitely peach. Oh, sorry, I keep yawning. It might be coming off yellowy on your screen, but it's peachy. Oh, you know what it needs? I did think this when I did that. Was colouring, but didn't get around to doing it. It needs some splattage. There we go. Just needed something. Oh, I can sleep well tonight now. Right. Take care, everyone. See you all soon. Thank you, Sandy. Take care. Bye.